Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to week 2 of the Health Coach Academy. It's Caroline calling in from beautiful Townsville. I'm very excited to be going through week 2 with you all. I'm loving all of the feedback in our group chat, guys. That is just absolutely awesome, and it's so great to see your, commitment to the homework and working towards being the best health coach that you can be. So that's very exciting. So we've got a few people on the live call today, and we've got a lot of people listening into the recorded version. So again, the guys listening into the recorded version, please make sure that you post your feedback straight after the call. That would be awesome. All right, and I think Clay and Jess, Dom and Kerry, who's on the call right now. Guys, I'm going to ask for a little bit of feedback with last week's homework, so get ready for that. Okay, so in good form, we always start the call with personal development, and actually every day we should start the day with personal development, and I thought these were absolutely appropriate quotes. Don't make excuses for why you can't get it done. Focus on all the reasons why you must make it happen. I think that's such a integral quote, especially in building your Herbalife business, because there's a lot of things that we can say to ourselves. Well, I can't do that because I'm not this, or I'm not that, or they have that, so of course they can do that. Or the famous Mark Hughes line, of course I wouldn't have problems if I'm president's team. But, guys, like, it's about, getting things done. It's about making, the time to commit to your goals, not just thinking about them and dreaming about them, not just, seeing other people do things. It's all up to you. Okay. The second quote on the screen: you're only going to be as good as the people who you surround yourself with. So be brave enough to let go of those who keep weighing you down. It's that one's such a powerful quote, because I'm sure we've all been there, in certain, whether they're relationships or family, friends, acquaintances, colleagues, people that constantly have arrows of the tongue. But, they might not necessarily mean it, guys, but you need to be the person that decides, whether you want that feeding your mind or not feeding your mind. Okay, so you need to be really aware with that. Okay, and so, guys, like, be aware, not careful, but aware of your associations. Are you around people that lift you up, or are you around people that bring you down? Are you around, colleagues, especially in the Herbalife world, that are focusing on their goals, or are you around colleagues that are focusing on, problems and gossip and things like that? You have to be so aware, of that. And lastly, good things come to those who believe. Better things come to those who are patient. The best things come to those who never give up. Okay, I love that one. That's an absolute beauty. All right, here we go. So surrounding yourself with people on the same mission as you. I wanted to put some of the photos together of, a couple of my favorite photos, and they're actually quite recent. This one here is all of the guys that qualified for last year's vacation. We had an amazing, day out with the team. We took them on a what's it called, the catamaran sort of cruise thing to the Whitehaven beach, which was absolutely beautiful. Spent the day there. Photo down here was a recent STS where Shanice Goodwin-Wicks, she's qualified global expansion team, or it was actually in her second cut of global expansion team this time last year, guys. It's not, when you look back at what she's achieved in such a short amount of time, it's pretty amazing. And she flew to Cairns as our guest speaker and, hung out with all of the Herbies there. This top right-hand corner is the experiences, the people that, absolutely, going for it. This was the first Future Millionaire team retreat ever for Australia, and it was in the Blue Mountains down in Sydney, and it was amazing. And first time, everyone was first time qualifiers, so Herbalife paid for flights, accommodation. It was just absolutely exquisite. Our guest speakers were Gary de Bravender and Chairman's Club member Blake Morgan. the most unbelievable event I have ever been to. Guys, I have a notepad with everything that I got from that weekend that I still refer to it today. Like, you know, I always go back and there's no other notes in that notepad except for the gold that I got from that weekend. And you can see here, I mean, this was a little bit of a prank we played on Blake Morgan. We were all playing security guards. It was Gary's surprise to Blake. But you know, look at the women that I'm surrounded with here. I've got Joanna Guiane, who's a President's Team member now. You know, I've got Emily Mankey. They just qualified Mill 7.5. You know, Jess Morgan, who is, you know, 15K President's Team. You know, guys, these are people that, you know, I've surrounded myself with. They've never given up. They're focused on their goal. They're focused on their vision, and they'll continue to show up in the photos. Right? Because they've got that no quit attitude. And lastly is our team pick from the Spectacular last year. I'm so excited, you know, about our Spectacular this year. It's so exciting to see everybody grow and move up pins and up the marketing plan every single year. So this is just going to be the best Spectacular ever, you know, coming up in just a couple of days. It's going to be absolutely awesome. All right. So guys, just remember the pipeline invitation. You know, everything is about the pipeline. Like you can't skip steps. It's like it being, you know, going to university. Okay, I'll say, you know, Dom and Em, they're teachers. You know, they didn't decide to shop to, you know, university one day and then the teacher graduates them the next day and says, hey, well done, you're now fully, you know, qualified teachers. That's just not the way the world works. You have to earn your stripes, right? So, you know, so let me just mute everybody there. There we go. You know, you have to earn your way there. So the pipeline with Herbalife is exactly the same, guys. There's always starts with an invitation, and then the same process applies. If you invite someone to look at the business opportunity day one, you know, they might not be ready for the extravaganza straight away. Like, we certainly promote it if that's the next event coming up, but or actually that's a bad example. So let me just say, you know, they won't be qualified for the Future Get Team Academy straight away. You have to work through the pipeline in order to qualify, grow, qualify, get better, qualify, grow. Okay, so it's all about the system pipeline. You know, my journey of 8 years, you know, just resulted in the Herbalife Honors last year. Okay, so I've been to, you know, I go to every single, you know, training event, STS, Coach Academy, whatever that's on. I've been to all of the extravaganzas. I've been to every single World Team training, on every single Future Get Team Academy, the Future Millionaire Team Retreat, which is now the Future President's Team Retreat last year, you know, and then at the Herbalife Honors. But I didn't start here at the beginning and just like, wow, you know, I'm at the honors. You've got to, you know, go through the process. You have to grow through the process, okay, in order to end up at the president's team. It's very, very important that you know, understand that. All right, so guys, let's see some hands up. And, you know, let's get some feedback on last week's homework. So last week we spoke about listening to the Millionaire Team training tape. So I'm sure everybody's starting to listen through that. We spoke about goals and how important that is. So having your 50 yearly, your 10 monthly and 5 weekly goals, filling in your daily itinerary, the monthly schedule and events for the next 90 days, working through the distributor list of things that you don't currently use in your own personal program, your circle of influence list, and focusing on how to get 5 new retail clients this month. So guys, let's see those hands up. Let's start the call with Jess and Clay. I think that's maybe Jess logged in there. So, oops, come on in, Jess.
Hello, hi everyone. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, I'm so stoked to finish all of my homework, which has been one of my goals this year, is to make sure any sort of training I'm on, I completely complete the homework. So basically packaging my story was really cool, doing up sort of a montage of all of my results in a line, which is really exciting, which I'm going to post after Spectacular. And just, yeah, really seeing how much I've really changed. It's just amazing. Going through my goals, especially my 50 yearly goals, but especially after our goals workshop here in the Sunshine Coast, sort of at the same time, just really breaking down those big goals into like just 4 steps of things that I need to do every single day. And I've just found that so easy, so quick, and I'm really seeing that momentum grow from that as well. So just really breaking down those big goals to small things has been really great. Listening to the Millionaire Training tape, I love that. It makes me laugh every time I hear his story. I suppose one of the biggest things that I sort of highlighted and wrote down after listening to it was about, it's all great when everything's great, but it's really looking at how you feel, how you react, what you do when things are maybe not going in the direction you want it to. And that really does come back to how you feel about not just the opportunity, but about yourself. And I really found looking and listening to that again, like my sort of journey the last year, as soon as I really just stopped and evaluated and looked at where I was mentally, and then looking at how that affected my business at the time, and then also from the transition to really make a decision to work harder on myself than I do my business. And I hear that all the time, but I guess one of the biggest things for me was like, well, am I doing that every day? And I really found since making that decision and doing that, every little aspect of my life has changed so much. So that was really cool listening to that. And then also just a bit about, I suppose, just being more valuable, like looking at ways that you can step up. You know, if you want to have an above average income or an above average life, you've got to become an above average person. So I guess just looking at how I can become a bit more valuable, at the meetings, as a leader in my team, and also just as, a partner with Clay as well. So I thought that was awesome. Got all my events. So excited. We have our STS after Spectacular, so the week after, and I'm actually running in STS for the first time in Brisbane in February. So I'm helping out with the January one. So I've stepped up a bit outside my comfort zone. It's a bit bigger than Adelaide, but I'm really excited about that. I've been working with some incredible leaders and just trying to surround myself with people who are, doing what I want to do, just like you were sharing before, Caro. And yeah, it was just a really great week. Thanks, guys.
Oh, wow. Thanks so much, Jess. What a way to, kick off the good news on the call. That was awesome. Really, really powerful stuff, especially, about, things are great when it's great, but what's your attitude or what's your mentality? What are you thinking when they're not so good? This is an entrepreneurial business. You have to have a, entrepreneurial mindset. That's absolutely important. All right, let's listen to the amazing Dom. Come on in, Dom.
Hey guys, hope you can hear me. It's just Dom here. Emily's away, obviously, at the moment on the HFF bike ride, being support crew out there. So I think she's doing really well. A couple of things I wanted to touch on with the homework was the first one would be the goals. I've always really struggled to set myself sort of really good goals and really focus. And I've never really been able to sort of get more than sort of 10 or maybe 20 down on a page. But I sat down after the Coach Academy last week, and there was a goal setting workshop we had down here in Adelaide with Mark Revere, come down from Melbourne, which is fantastic. And I managed to get all 50 of my yearly goals out, which is fantastic. And I'm feeling really focused for the year. So that was a great sort of great little activity for me. The other one, filling in your daily itinerary for myself and Emily, that's always been something really really handy, really helpful. Because we're full-time teachers, we haven't got a whole heap of time that we can sort of dedicate to growing our business. So we have to really work it in the sort of the cracks of the day, and filling out like, your sort of your perfect week, where you want things to happen and where you can find space. That's been a really good way for us to sort of find extra time to work the business and to get a bit of momentum growing. Obviously on holidays at the moment, so I've got heaps of time, which is good. And as well, having a look through the customer order, the product order list, you sort of we use quite a lot of the products, and we like to say, we use all the products. But when you actually go through and you look and you think, oh, maybe there's a flavor of the aloe that you haven't tried yet, or maybe there's one of the protein bars that you're not using, or for me it was the lemon lime lift off. So I thought, hey, I'll just chuck that in the order this week and try something new, and it's all good. And the other one as well, the COI list notebook. I actually got myself a little notebook here, and I've got a list of names, and I'm ticking off when I speak to them, and what I've spoken to them about as well, so I can sort of go back and just check. I talked to that guy about some of the sports products. I wonder if we want to follow that one up, or I spoke to this person about maybe getting a bit extra energy, just so it gives me something else to sort of reflect on as well. And that's just about it from me. Thanks, Caro.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks so much, John. We're so proud of Em, and helping out with the HFF ride. That is just such a cool experience. And awesome to hear about your goal setting. Like I know in the past when I've, sat down and, actually when I started to learn about goals, like I never really had, financial goals or personal goals or, body goals. It was just like minute to minute. I never really thought about the future, and it's so powerful when you write the goals down. You start to have a bigger dream, a bigger vision, and you guys are so consistent with the events that how important it is to see other people share their story, not to be impressed upon, but to go, hey, what, you know what, if they achieve it, I can do this too. So, really, really powerful stuff, guys. All right, so, I want to recap on a couple of things, and that's how to get to supervisor. So this is a couple of key things that I'm going to cover on today's call as part of the Health Coach Academy Week 2. So steps to becoming supervisor, guys, it's all about having a little bit of focus, a plan, in front of you. It doesn't really matter about the time. What matters is the commitment. That's what's really important. The next part I'm going to show you is the power of duplication. I'm just showing you the the glow lean challenge power of duplication, guys, which I'll go through in a minute. And then, how to simply have a wellness evaluation with a brand new person, okay? Some of you might have heard this before on previous academies, guys. That's no problems. For the new people, it's a process. Everything is a process. Everything's about, fine-tuning your skills and, falling down and getting up again. Okay, so, here's a simple way to achieve the supervisor position within a 3-month period. So the first month, we like to say, let's focus on 5 new clients, right? Every single month. So that's around 1,000 volume points worth of products, okay? So the first month, you order enough products for your own use plus 5 clients. You do that 1,000 volume points order at the 42% discount. So that success builder order. Hold your business launch or a shake party and put a 90-day plan into action. The second month, you order enough products for your own use plus those 5 client reorders from last month. Plus, guys, every month you're doing the same consistent action through your 90-day plan. You're focusing on your 5 new clients. So this month you've got over 1,500 volume points, okay? And doing that order at 42%. By the third month, you're creating some serious momentum through that 90-day plan. So you're ordering enough products for your own use, plus those 10 client reorders. You're giving excellent customer care because you're attending the trainings, you're listening to others, that have an epic client base. Plus, you've got 5 new clients this month. So you've got around 2,500 volume points. So let's break that down. By month 3, you're at the 50% profit with a client base approaching 20 and a part-time income of around $1,500 to $3,000 a month based on ultimate programs and based on, the sliding, discount scale. Okay, really, really simple. So here's something that I want you guys listening live or the recording to really take on board and you can start to get excited about the numbers, get excited about duplication. And I just want you to keep in mind that this is around, 82 volume points, okay? The Lean Glow Challenge of, 82 volume, including the apple fiber complex, the herbal aloe concentrate, and the herbal beverage, right? So this is just that little program. Imagine if you are working with 100 volume points per customer, which is generally the average. I reckon around 150 volume points is the average per customer. Okay, so, you might think about a sports range, or this might be the healthy breakfast program, or someone starting, on a variation of, the shape up program, something like that. But I'm just using the Lean Glow Challenge as an example. Okay, it's certainly not the end all, but it's just, a way to invite people into using the products as a starting point. So you can see here I've worked out the retail, price and the profit you make, whether you're at a member discount, senior consultant, success builder, or qualified producer, and at a supervisor profit. Okay, so the first month, say you're brand new, you're absolutely brand new, to achieve 500 volume points at 35%, that's around 6 clients plus yours. Okay, and that gives you a profit of $396. How cool is that, guys? Imagine getting your result, like even thinking in the next 2 months, get your amazing results right now using a Lean Glow Challenge program for yourself, and then next month in the next challenge, or you start a group challenge, with your own team or whatever, by the next challenge you're at senior consultant making $396. If that was at 42%, okay, that profit would be at $474. At a supervisor, your profit would be $564. Now, guys, with just 6 people starting each month, it might take you 8 months to get to supervisor with only just 6 people a month, okay? That's not showing the power of duplication here. Okay, so by the end of 8 months and getting to supervisor, that's approximately $2,376 up to $2,844 in your pocket. Again, we're just using the sliding scale here. This is how I'm getting the numbers. So within 8 months, you're making $2,000 to $3,000 extra. Okay, now I want you to think about what that $2,000 to $3,000 would mean for you. And maybe some of the guys on our live call can type in a couple of things like, what could you do with that money? Like for some people, that's savings towards a family holiday, or even going, we're going to use that at Christmas time, like having a focus and intent with that sort of money. How cool is that? Now here's a great DMO, how to make $1,000 per month as a supervisor. So we always focus on getting to supervisor as soon as possible. As a supervisor, you get 6 new clients for the Lean Glow, challenge. Okay, the retail profit is $564. Okay, so you want to focus on 6 new people. Help 2 new people a month get their 6 clients, guys. Your wholesale profit would be $336. Okay, so your total profit is $900. So imagine the first month, it's just you're at supervisor, you get 6 new clients, $564. Out of those 6 new clients, 2 of those people have other people noticing their results, and you help them get 6 people, or they refer you 6 people, however you want to work it. You've got another wholesale, that's the second part of your, the way we earn income in Herbalife is your wholesale profit. So your total profit is $900. Now this is the power of duplication, guys. Okay, imagine this. Following this plan, it would take a new person 3 months to achieve supervisor. Okay, so this example on the left-hand side, guys, that's just showing you get 6 people. You get 6 people, you get 6 people, you get 6 people. This is showing you get 6 people plus help 2 people get 6 people. I want to reiterate here, it's not about those 2 people being in the business. They might not be interested in the business, but they might be interested in referring you people and making a little bit of wholesale profit for themselves. Okay, so want you to be really, really clear with that. Following this plan, it would take a new person 3 months because you're now helping 2 people. So it's the power of duplication. So month 1, you've got 500 volume points. Okay, that's just you. Month 2, you're now you plus 2 people. That's 1,500 volume points. Month 3, you plus the power of duplication plus 8 people, because those 3 people, you've each got 2 people each, right? So there's 4,500 volume points. Now, you'd be supervisor, you'd be making an incredible retail and wholesale income, and then starting to develop royalties because your people are starting to become supervisors. After 12 months, you would have, guys, 7,168 members, of which 2,398 would be supervisors. Here's the funny thing. In month 1, month 2, and month 3, okay, this is where short-sightedness plays in, comes into play here. Sometimes we just get focused in the now and we don't see what's what the potential is in the future. Okay, so you might be here this month and it's just you in the challenge. Okay, guys, you got to look long term, because imagine after 12 months, just focusing on this power of duplication, you could have over 7,000 team members. Now, I've got here in little writing, let's say only 20% of your team duplicated you. Only 20%. And that's a pretty, fair average. Most people, 80% of people won't do what you do. You've got, probably 20% of people that, decide to be coaches in your organization. So let's say only 20% of your team duplicate you. You would have 480 supervisors doing a minimum of 1,000 volume points each. I'm just keeping those numbers really simple. You would be a 20K president's team member making over $100,000 per month, guys. Like, how amazing is that? So do you see, everybody here on the live call, do you see the power of duplication? Like, how cool is that? You've got to stay focused on the long-term vision, guys. For example, when I started the business, I got to the supervisor position in the 2 months of my first 90-day plan. It then took me 10 months of really focused activity to hit the world team position. And then from there, it took 4 years to achieve active world team, or just over 3 years to hit active world team. Okay, so what happened in that amount of time, guys? I had to bring new people. I had to work out my daily method of operation and how to duplicate. But from there, it took 10 months to achieve global expansion team, a year or so after that to get 2.5, and then from Get Team to Mill Team, that was about 3 years. Okay, so Millionaire Team didn't happen overnight. It was a process of, duplication, a process of new people coming in, a process of filtering out, that 80% and that 20% of serious people, and then it starts to go into place. Okay, so really, really powerful there to have that, that's why we have our goals, we have our vision. So your Herbalife House and mastering your 2,500 volume points. And guys, this is really an example of how to get your 2,500 volume points. So it's not always perfect, but it's all, you can use this on what you can focus on how to build your 2.5. The absolute foundation to your business is your own personal product use. You start to fall off your product use, guys, your business will fail. There's no way around that, unless you're a really clever, salesperson, guys, but that's not something we teach in our team. We teach our team, we use the products, we love the products, we want to help people get amazing results as well. We're very, very strong on that. So your personal product use might be from 200 to 500 volume points a month. Start to replace what you're using at home with other brands with Herbalife stuff, guys. Like if you're using Outer Nutrition or face care or hair care from Coles or Woolies, guys, do the consumer spending shift and shop from your own shop. That's why, part of the homework last week is to start to shop from your own shop. So, by the time you do that, or your family starts to use the products, the kids are on shakes, your partner's on some supplements, you'll start to add up the volume there. Okay, so 200 to 500 volume points. Now we're focusing on 5 brand new clients a month, so brand new. clients a month, that should be around 500 to 800 volume points per month. Okay. And then from last month's reorders, your client reorders and referrals, you've got 500 volume points. You're also upgrading people, so that from your client base last month, people are upgrading to VIP members, so they're starting to order their own. And then guys, you've got people that's, you're upgrading them as well, in terms of their own product use or a new senior consultant, etc. So guys, that's how simple it is to have a focused way of building your Herbalife house of 2,500 volume points. And then the power of duplication, and this takes a little bit of time, is when you're upgrading people and they're moving towards senior consultant, success builder, qualified producer. That's how when we see our big volume producers, they've started here with 5 brand new clients. They've put people through the Herbalife house, and it's starting to move towards this, I suppose, garage where, you're starting to build your members that are accumulating. So they're starting to do more volume. So imagine you're focusing on your 5 new clients a month. The next month, you've got 2 people, they're focusing on their 5 new clients. So that's, again, 1,500 volume points there. The third month, you've got 2 more people, they've got 2 more people. Guys, that's how people get up to that 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 plus volume points each month. Okay, and then the power of that is they're developing into supervisors, and I want you to write this down, even if you don't understand it. Personal volume becomes organizational volume. So if you're not putting people through the pipeline of new client to new member to, getting their own products at their, with their volume, okay, if you stop doing that, you'll end up like having an empty pipe, okay? Because those people are eventually going to move to supervisor, okay? They're not going to stay as members, so you're not going to accumulate that as personal volume. It'll become organizational volume. So if you're focusing on both areas and putting people through the pipeline from member to the supervisor position, you're building your personal volume and you're starting to build your organizational volume. And the only way to move from world team beyond, so to active world team, to global expansion team, mill team, and president's team, is through organizational volume. Okay, really, really key. All right, guys, so let's focus on something that really builds your business. So wellness evaluation. This is a great invitation tool. It's also a great way to build, customer rapport as well with people and like getting people to trust you. That's really, really important. This is, most people are at their last wits with trying another program, trying another weight loss program, they need to trust who they're working with. Okay, so really, really important. So guys, we offer people free wellness evaluations and or body analysis to find out about their health and offer Herbalife as a solution. What's really important is that you're a long-term customer yourself. So again, using the products, being really strong every single day, no excuses. If you've got 5 kilos to lose, guys, it's now time to lose those 5 kilos. Okay, silly season is over. Be completely real with your product results. Your customer care begins at the initial contact. So people need to feel comfortable to start the program and then communicate with you. What that means is if you're unprofessional, if you're late, if you're tardy, you're already disturbing the ebb and flow of your relationship with that customer. Okay, if you're already showing them that they're not, worth your time. So guys, think about what service do you like? Okay, think about, if you go into a shop, if someone's friendly, enthusiastic, passionate, honest, reliable, they're positive, you're really into that person. They're happy to look after you. Think about that, guys. Treat people the way you would like to be treated, and better yet, exceed their expectations. Really, really important. I know there's been, many times customer service, sometimes is a little bit funny when you go into shopping centers. And there's been times where I've been into a shop and I'm the only customer in there, and there's, for example, two employees working there, and they're both gossiping or chatting or whinging about their boss or their timesheet or something like that, and I'm a customer in their shop and I can hear that, they might not realize, but I will probably not go back there because I think that's really unprofessional. Okay, so think about exactly that. And so, guys, when you're now have your Herbalife business, you got to think more, bigger than just this one-on-one. Think about when you're out in the marketplace, when you're out with friends and family, you're now a brand. Okay, really, really important. So the other part is your services. Look the part, professional yet friendly. Doesn't mean you have to wear high heels all the time. A lot of the time with my business, when people come over to my place, I'm just in a H24, singlet or t-shirt, but I look nice. I look, professional. I look friendly. Okay, if someone rocked up and my hair's not done or my makeup's not done or the house is, an absolute pigsty, guys, imagine that first, that first reaction, that person might have. All right, now focusing on your goals. So having a clear goal of how many clients you want to achieve and getting to work, okay? So, guys, the plan at the end of the day is to get 20 customers and keep 20. So it might take you that 4 months of getting 5 new clients, but guys, you always have to be in new client mode. Okay, because not everybody sticks around. The 5 people you had start last month might not be on the program again this month, okay? So you have to be focusing on 5 brand new people. Having a 20, keep 20, get 20, keep 20 gauge. You can find this on the website, guys. And just what you're doing with this is you're putting down your customers and your follow-up, okay, and what they're ordering each month. Not get 20 sales. That's really important. It's not about getting 20 sales. It's 20 customers, okay? So if someone's bought a program here and then bought an additional shake, you write their name down, and then you just write down, what else they bought that month. Also, guys, I love doing this each month because I can flick back over the last 6 months and go, oh my gosh, I haven't actually spoken to Tony in some time. I have to follow that person up, and just create that relationship, create that rapport with them. How do we generate leads for a wellness evaluation? Guys, most of you have had a customer in some form or another, okay? There's an absolute array of ways to get a customer or ways to generate interest into a wellness evaluation. Weight loss challenges, shake parties, skin parties, inviting people passing by, so road shows, people people you meet each day. Think about the person at the post office, Woolworths, Coles, the bank, referrals through your customer base, flyers, pull tabs, ads, business cards, fit clubs, fit challenges, Herbalife opportunity meetings, cold market. Really, it's anything you can think of. It's just inviting. It's finding a real set of words, okay? So the set of words, guys, people, you could say something like this. So, hey, Sally, I really need some help. I've started a new business in the health and nutrition industry. I just need to practice 20 wellness evaluations this month with my supervisor. Can you help by being one of my wellness evaluations for this month? You'll learn a little bit about yourself and your health too, okay? Most people, guys, want to help you. If you don't make it out that you're trying to sell things or be pushy or anything like that, just ask them for help. You just say to your friends and family, guys, I need to practice some wellness evaluations. Would you mind helping me? If you need help with your sponsor or supervisor, get that help. If you don't, just keep practicing. The unbelievable thing that happens is you're giving them information. They might buy a program then and there. Or, guys, here's what's going to happen really is they're going to watch you get your results and come back to you in a few months' time or a couple of years' time. That's the power, okay? People you don't know, hey, this might be someone at the checkout. Hey, I work with a nutrition company that offers free wellness evaluations and body analysis. It's actually really great because you find out your body fat, your muscle mass. Oh, and the best part is you find out your metabolic metabolic age, would you be interested? Or here's my flyer, or here's my voucher, give me a buzz if you're interested. Have a bigger conversation, obviously, if time permits. Now, making the booking. So say you've got an inquiry or a text message, or someone's really keen on the wellness evaluations. You just give them a call up. So say this is after a roadshow, you've got someone's details, like, okay, hey Sally, I'm just calling regarding your request for a free wellness evaluation. The wellness evaluation includes a body composition analysis with our scanner. You just step on our scanner barefoot. The scanner actually brings up a lot of health indicators. So your weight, your body fat, the bad fat levels inside, muscle mass, water level, bone mass, and much more. Oh, and the best part is you find out your metabolic age. Like, guys, the reason I say that is that it's just kind of like a punchline. It's like when we talk about our results, the best part is I was 8 kilos and 35 centimeters. It's just kind of like So we look at this and help you set some goals for yourself. Now we have some appointments. Would you prefer a day or a night appointment? Okay. Let me see. Okay. And give them a few options. Don't say, well, when are you free? Give them 2 or 3 options, guys. Like, take control of your time. So look at your diary and go, okay, well, Wednesday, I've got 3 p.m. or Thursday, I've got 7 p.m. available. Does any of that suit you? Lock it in. If it doesn't, obviously work with them to find something that suits them. Okay, let them feel like there's limited appointments and everybody is waiting. What you need for a successful wellness evaluation is a body scanner. All right, so a lot of people that might be listening and might not even be sure about a body scanner. This is something that can benefit your business, but only incorporate it if you want to, okay? Talk with your coach or talk with your mentor if it suits your business. It's a couple of $100. It's a great invitation tool. It's a great investment into something that you can say to your friends and family that you've got this way of finding out, how healthy we are on the inside. Guys, I don't use a body scanner. I did in the initial days that I was building my business, but it's not something I do now. So, it really varies on how you want to run your business. A personal wellness pass, which is on the Herbie Dream Team website. Body scan result sheet. So again, on the website, wellness evaluation form, have a presentation booklet, whether it's online or whether it's a hard copy. The Herbalife options and price list, okay? And have the personal workbook for when they're ready to get started. The process is the invitation and the booking, the wellness evaluation, the body analysis and results, if that's what you're doing. If you don't have the body scan, forget about these 2 things here. You're just doing the invitation, booking, wellness evaluation, show them why Herbalife, okay? So we're talking about the villi, the nutrients, and your results, and offer Herbalife as the solution. Just muting everybody, okay? So offer Herbalife as a solution and, give them the option, when do they get started? So here's the copy of the wellness evaluation, guys. You're just simply going through like their details, start weight, goal weight, hey, you on any medications, any supplements you use. So something I say is, are you on any omega-3 or glucosamine? And generally people are like, no, not really. Go through what they eat. Okay, so I tend to go down this side first and then go through here and then go through here, okay, and just go through their goals, okay? So the thing with the wellness evaluation, guys, keep it super simple. You are not a doctor. You are not a counselor. This should only take 15 to 20 minutes, okay? You're just gathering information for you because they might be a late night snacker. So you've got these details there. So to follow up on that. And, perhaps after a week on their program, you can say, hey, how are you going with the, cravings at nighttime? And if they do have a problem, you can work with them there. Okay, this is not about finding out their life's problems, which we can tend to do. This is just about getting information gathering. Okay, so with the body analysis, that measures their weight, their body fat percentage, body water percentage, muscle mass, physique rating, metabolic range, metabolic age, bone mass, and visceral fat. And again, guys, it's about showing them the results, not about, like, one thing I do is, you know, we look at the negative stuff, but also, guys, it's important to make them feel good, especially if someone's overweight, okay? It's really important to go, you know what, hey, I can see here that your body fat's in the unhealthy range, but have a look at your physique rating, you know, your standard muscular, which means that you've got a higher muscle mass, which is great, which is naturally you've got a higher metabolism. So it's not going to be hard for you to get into that healthy body fat range. Okay, so yeah, go through their results. Keep it super simple. Now, if you're doing more of a challenge, you can get a little bit more in depth about their results, calculate their protein number, calculate, you know, how many calories they should be having, or their BMI. Guys, again, this is just something that might enhance what you're doing, but make sure you're following up with all of this, like not just offering it and not being specific with it, okay? What they must do is take their body measurements, set goals, okay, and do they have any questions? Really important. So when you're explaining the cellular nutrition, guys, again, keep it really, really simple. Keep it to how simple it is. You know, you're not a scientist, you're not a doctor, you know, you're just going through the cellular nutrition concept, okay? So we learn this through our trainings and events. And then the most important thing that should be taking up the most amount of time is the stories. Showing people before and afters, you know, just showing them the stories, giving them your personal result, okay? And then what I go through is give them 3 options, okay? Fast, faster, or the faster program. I go through each individual product, and I say the quick start's around $9 a day, the faster advanced program's around $12 a day, and the ultimate is the fastest, which is around $15 a day, okay? And here's the key. You've got to close the sale. So once you've gone through the programs, which program would you like to get started on? And guys, bite your tongue. Give them some time to think. Don't try and answer your question or put words into their mouth. Let them think for themselves. Okay? Most of the time they'll say, oh, what do you recommend? Now, this is why it's important for you to be on as much products as possible, because that's probably 80% of the time what someone would ask. Oh, well, what do you think? Or what are you on? Okay, and if you can confidently say, well, I'm on the ultimate program, guys, you have more chances of getting them started on the best program for their results and the best program for the profit in your pocket. Okay? So let them, you know, let them think for themselves. And then you say, okay, awesome. Well, when do you want to get started? All right. So guys, really, really keep your wellness evaluation simple. Practice makes perfect. Okay. And, you know, just, you know, keep it really simple. Focus on, you know, gathering information, but building rapport with that person. That's the most important thing. You know, build that trust, build that faith, you know, within that person. And guys, everything comes down to duplication. So when you're a supervisor and you're doing your 2,500 volume points, so approximately that get 20, keep 20 house, and duplicating that to 2 people who get 2, and we share this on our weekly pay plan call. As a Get team member, this is an example of a Get team member around $4,400 a month. When you've got 3 people with 20 customers each, they each teach 3 people to get 20 customers each. They each get 3 people to have 20 customers each. Guys, the power of duplication as a millionaire team would be around $16,000. Example 3 of 5 who gets 5 is a president's team example of around $76,000. So guys, how cool is that? That's the power of duplication. You need to master the pay plan to understand it in order to duplicate it. So guys, just recapping for homework for week 1, we talked about listening to the Millionaire Team training tapes, very important. We spoke about goals, filling in your daily itinerary, your monthly schedule of events for the next 90 days and making sure you know exactly what's on. You are the CEO of your organization. Ordering by internet of what you don't use. Working through your COI list notebook. So making sure you've got one dedicated to your COI list. Focusing on 5 new clients. Now, homework this week, guys. Listen to Millionaire Team Training Disc 2. Okay, remember it's on the Herbie Dream Team website under personal development. The password is all lowercase, Mark Hughes, to access that website. Keep adding to your COI notebook. Fill in your daily itinerary for this week. I know a lot of people are going to the spectacular. So guys, you need to account for that, spectacular. Practice and focus on 10 wellness evaluations this week, guys. Invite people like crazy. You might want to do a Facebook post like, hey, as part of my homework with my coaching, I just need to practice 10 wellness evaluations. Can anyone help me out? It's totally free. You don't have to buy anything. I would really, appreciate your support. Focus on 5 new retail customers this month. Plan ahead. Don't let anything end up with chance. Like be focused on your conversations when you're out and about or when you're seeing friends and family, how you look, what products have you got with you, right there and then, like your water bottles, your Lean Glow, your shaker, your tabbies at lunchtime. Guys, be really, really intentional. Okay, and lastly, guys, I want to see some serious post promotion about this call on the team page and also through our group chat. The guys that are on the live call, please, comment into our group chat so our guys listening into the recording this week can see, hey, we need to watch this recording really, really quickly. And guys, personal development is absolute key. Get some stuff from our very own resource, training videos through Herbalife. So video.herbalife.com. There's an array of personal development, of trainings, of success stories. It's absolutely the coolest thing. And lastly, guys, and I think this is just so perfect to end the call to the most amazing event coming up in just a couple of days. Align yourself with people that you can learn from, people who want more out of life, people who are stretching and searching and seeking some higher ground in life by Les Brown. Guys, be around people that are dreamers. I say all the time in my trainings, walk with dreamers. There are people around you, the president's team that started in, just everyday jobs in worse situations that you've ever been in. Okay, if you think you're in struggle point right now, guys, I can tell you stories about people in Indonesia that used to sell chicken feet on the street. Gary DeBramanda, who's the #1 paid distributor in Australia, what he used to earn in 1 year as a bartender, he now makes every 3 days because he never gave up. That's the difference between someone who's not successful and someone who is successful, is they follow the clues of successful people and do what they do and just don't give up and keep focused on working on yourselves and being, absolute, better than you were yesterday. So thank you so much, everybody. Have an amazing day. Cannot wait to see everybody at the spectacular. It's going to be absolutely life-changing and game-changing. If you haven't bought your ticket and sitting on the fence, seriously, guys, it's a business decision to go, and it's a business decision not to go. If you're serious about, moving up to Get Team, Mill Team, and President's Team, it's absolutely essential to go. So see you guys on week 3 next week. Bye.